Once upon a time, in the 19th century, two nations came together with a shared vision of freedom and democracy. This tale begins with a Frenchman named Édouard René de Laboulaye, an ardent supporter of American democracy and a prominent political thinker. In 1865, over a casual dinner conversation in Paris, Laboulaye proposed an idea to his guests that would symbolize the bond between France and the United States. He envisioned a grand statue, a gift from the French people to the Americans, commemorating their shared ideals of liberty and independence. Laboulaye's idea sparked the imagination of a young sculptor, Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. Inspired by the concept, Bartholdi embarked on a journey to America in 1871 to find the perfect site for this colossal monument. As his ship sailed into New York Harbor, he was struck by the sight of Bedloe's Island. It was an ideal location where the statue could welcome immigrants arriving by sea, representing the promise of a new life in a land of freedom. With a site chosen, Bartholdi returned to France, where he began designing the statue. He imagined a towering figure of a woman, draped in classical robes, holding a torch aloft to light the way to liberty. Her crown, with 7 rays, would symbolize the 7 continents and seas, emphasizing the universal concept of freedom. Bartholdi named his creation Liberty Enlightening the World. The project, however, was an immense undertaking and required substantial funds. To finance the statue, Laboulaye and Bartholdi organized fundraising events across France, appealing to the generosity and patriotism of the French people. Contributions poured in from all corners of society, from school children to wealthy patrons, each eager to support this monumental gift to America. Meanwhile, in the United States, enthusiasm for the statue was growing, but so were the challenges. The American people were responsible for constructing the pedestal upon which the statue would stand. Fundraising efforts were spearheaded by Joseph Pulitzer, the owner of the New York World newspaper. He launched a campaign urging Americans to contribute whatever they could, regardless of the amount. Donations flooded in, demonstrating the collective spirit and determination of the American people. As funds accumulated, Bartholdi's workshop in France became a hive of activity. The statue was constructed in sections, using an innovative technique of repoussé, where sheets of copper were hammered into shape. Gustave Eiffel, the renowned engineer behind the Eiffel Tower, designed the internal iron framework that would support the copper skin, ensuring the statue's stability and durability. Piece by piece, the statue began to take shape. The massive head and torch were displayed at the 1878 Paris World's Fair, garnering widespread acclaim and further boosting fundraising efforts. By 1884, the statue was completed in France, standing 151 feet tall and weighing 225 tons. It was then disassembled into 350 individual pieces, carefully packed into crates, and shipped across the Atlantic. The arrival of the statue in New York Harbor in June 1885 was met with great excitement and fanfare. The ship carrying the statue, the French frigate Isère, was greeted by a flotilla of American vessels, and the city erupted in celebration. Over the next few months, the statue was meticulously reassembled on Bedloe's Island, now renamed Liberty Island. Please like and subscribe the channel for more videos.